I do not have luck with the coast to coast. You know, the only one that I've ever done where I haven't hurt myself was the first take, which ironically we definitely ended up using.
Okay.
But when I did the coast to coast at All In, I didn't realize it at the time, but I figured, okay, I don't want to smack the back of my head. So at the last minute, I'm gonna bail out and try to just land on my left butt. And we finished the match, and I'm back in there in the locker room, and I can't figure out. It feels like someone's put a tennis ball underneath my left hip. And I actually got a text from the Big Show, and he goes, "That coast to coast looked pretty stiff, man." It's like, I think maybe it might have been. Anyway, I fractured my hip.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I had to go right back to filming Arrow on like the Tuesday after this long weekend. And I definitely didn't ask permission to go to a wrestling match. So I had to sit everyone down and go, I am not to be treated any differently. I am fine. My hip hurts. I can't make it worse. I can just slow down the healing process. But that also turned out to be the episode that had the most amount of stunts in the history of the show. And the first thing that I had to do on my first day back was go into this dead sprint and then slide under a door. And as I'm sprinting, I can just hear tearing in my hip. It was horrendous.
This was a real match at All In too. This wasn't a quote unquote celebrity match. This
is
12 to 15 minutes with an absolute legend.
Yeah. So first of all, Christopher Daniels just couldn't have been a nicer guy, was so helpful with me in the ring. I agreed to do it, but the only way that I would agree to do it is if I lost clean. Because I don't think people never do that in the quote unquote celebrity matches. So I was like, listen, I want to acquit myself really well. I want to, you know, tell an actual story. But like, I want to get like one of those 1-2, oh, but then I want to lose straight up.
Yeah.
And CD was like, absolutely not. No way. Absolutely no way. And I said, Chris, I'm not doing it unless you go over clean. And we can, you know, shake hands at the end and you know, then I get to have my moment. I felt like also too, that's the way that you like get respect in the industry, you know, like you go in there, you change with the boys and it's like, no, I'm going to lose clean.
Yeah.
But no, he took care of me in that match because there's so much adrenaline. So what inevitably happens is you forget to breathe. Straight up. You will go through some sort of sequence in the ring and you'll forget to breathe, which leads to you blowing up. I think 3 minutes into that match, I grabbed him. I'm like, we need to go home. And he went, shut the fuck up. Don't even move. I'll take care of you. And he did. Yeah, he was great.